everybody, and happy Sunday. I'm Marcie Besecker. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin Up. Thank you so much for joining me on this Sunday evening. So everything's muted, everything's going. I hope the volume is okay. I did go back and listen to the video because I know the other day a couple people heard some little static or something, but I didn't hear it, and I heard from several people that said they didn't hear it either. So hopefully it's going to be okay for you this evening. So hello, Melanie. Melanie, right off, I posted on last Wednesday's video that the contest was over because I did post the picture this morning or this afternoon of what my card was going to be. So unfortunately, I already closed that because obviously you could see it on my YouTube. Oh, Bonnie, I am... Let's see. Wait, let me scroll back up here. Betty, I'm glad you made it too. Okay, Betty's in town with us. Isn't our thunder and lightning and rain just absolutely crazy? My husband had to go out there because my nephew kind of slid his car, and anyway, so they had to, he had to go get them and take a trailer somewhere. So he was out in this weather, crazy. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Margie, how are you? Hi, Connie, Nancy, Lee. I'm glad you made it also. Hi, Judy from Alabama. Hi, Lisa, Carol, and Mary. How are you? Let's see. Hi, Jody. How are you? I'm trying to not miss anybody. Hello, Deborah. Oh, good, Patty. I'm glad it's loud and clear for you. Marilee, you are so welcome. I appreciate you contacting me and let me help you out there. Hi, Leslie. Oh, I have a card from Leslie I have to share. And a card from Tashana. Hello, Tashana. Hi, Heather. Andrea, Elaine. And there was a lot of hail. There you are right, Betty. In Madeira, I guess they really got the hail there. Hi, Holly and Brenda. And Susan, welcome. Hi, Lisa. And Trina, how are you? Oh, so I've been crafting up a storm. This is, you guys have seen the card already, so I made a bunch of these. They are so pretty. I love them. You know how sometimes you just make that card and you're just like, oh, I love this card. So here is our card. Okay, hold on. I got to hold it up right so you can see all the sparklies. So the glimmer paper, I don't see, the video just doesn't, okay, right there you can see all the glimmer paper around it. But in person, I have to tell you, this card is just so sparkly and so pretty. I'm just trying to get the light on it right. Well, there you can kind of get an idea. Lots of sparkles. So I have the gold on the outside, the gold right there, and the gold on the sentiment there. So anyway, whoo, that's our card for today. So I have to tell you what inspired this card is my cup. So I purchased this cup. I have no affiliation, but these Swig cups, love them. They keep everything cold. They keep everything hot. My other one, my smaller ones, keep it hot. I love them. Okay, so I'm trying to say hi to everybody. Barb, Robin, Deb, Andrea, hello, Lisa. I can hear it sounds high pitch rattle coming over the phone, but it doesn't come over the TV. Oh, okay. Huh. I'm not sure if I will make it to the end of the live. I am recovering from a 7-day cruise. Tashana, I want to hear all about it. How fun. I can't wait for my cruise. I'm so excited. Thanks, Holly. Will it go through the post office? Okay. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's not very thick at all. It's like, this is one layer, and then these are layered up, but it's really a thin card. And I think it would go just perfectly fine. So, yeah. Shirley, we are live right now if you are on. And if you guys want to be current, if you started out a little late, just grab the bar and make sure you pull it forward, and then you can start it over. But we just started. I'm changing my chat to live chat so I don't miss anything. Okay, so there's a lot of fun things this week. I want to show you my cards first. This one's from Leslie. She always sends the cutest cards. And she made a beautiful envelope to go with it. So a very nice envelope. I'm having this glare right here. And look how pretty with that brushed rose gold on there. So pretty. And then the ribbon is the soft succulent. And then this is, the leaves are soft succulent. So it just ties it in with the ribbon right here. And then she's got the petal peak ribbon. I have been using photo envelopes and they are getting wrinkled. Oh. Ooh, Tashana, your trip sounds so fun. So anyway, that's one, Leslie. Thank you so much. And then Tashana's card. I love this fold. And honestly, Tashana, I don't think I've seen this fold before. Not done like this. So here is the beautiful card that she made. Isn't that beautiful? And look, it's an envelope card. So this is DSP, of course. And so she did an envelope card. And then she did some nice, trim on the side and did some stamping. But then, so it's cardstock here and under this DSP. Okay, so this one's a little shorter and then with the envelope. Isn't that clever? I love this. I might have to case it, Tashana. I will definitely give you credit, of course. But what a beautiful card. Thank you. Hi, Katie. Okay, so let's see. What else is going on? Woo! Bingo. I've got bingo. My kit's pretty close. Of course, I have to wait till the deadline to finish them up. So don't forget that February bingo is going to be the 16th. It's on a Thursday this month because of Valentine's Day. And then here are the sneak peeks. So I've been asked, do you guys need to have the stamp sets? I don't think so. So, well, let me share that with you. So the first card up at the top, the ship, I'm going to give you all the die pieces for the ship except the wheel because you need to stamp it first and then die cut it. The water, I'm going to give you the waves. They'll be die cut, but if you want to stamp on them, that stamp is from that set. But I have to tell you that it is a fantastic masculine set. So if you wanted to get something really good, then you might want to do that. The one on the top right is the Ginkgo stamp set. And I'm going to be giving you that big die piece and the sentiment piece. There's some stamping behind the die piece, and you could stamp with something else if you wanted to. You don't have to use the stamp set. The bottom left is around the bend. You are going to get all the die cut pieces. So and then you're just going to stamp a sentiment. So you can use something else. Hi, Nola. Welcome. Long time no see for sure. And then on the right side is the Regency Park. If you don't have that suite, I'm going to send all the DSP, all the panels and pieces, the ribbon, and you can use another flower set if you don't have that. And then I'll announce the colors and all that, and you can, of course, change it up. You're going to be getting navy, Night of Navy, and then the polka dot, the yellow from that set, which I believe is Crushed Curry. So I try to make my my cards to where you could substitute other things. So you for sure can do that. Let's see, I'm making sure. Hi, Penny, how are you? Hi, Shirley. Okay, so let's see what else is next. Okay, there's so much. February's class is going to be Rain or Shine. My stomach's growling. Rain or Shine. And pretty much that class is you're going to be stamping some sentiments. If you don't have that suite, you can choose other sentiments to use, because I off the top of my head, I think you're getting everything in that kit, because I am focusing this class on DSP. And so a lot of it is DSP and die cut pieces. So sentiments, you can choose whatever you'd like from what you have. So if you don't have that, but if you want the class for free, then if you purchase the suite from me, then you will get the class for free. Somebody brought up to me, well, if I buy the suite from you, I'm saving $40, but I'm a demonstrator. If I bought it from me, I only save, 20 or 25%. That is totally up to you. If you are a hobby demonstrator and you've met your quota, or you're going to, then buying it from me, of course, you're going to save more money. But if you are, trying to reach a goal, or you are, a business demonstrator and you need to get your dollars up past your goal, or whatever you're trying to, rank up or whatever, obviously buy it from yourself. So whatever works for you, you do you. Okay, so that class is coming up. Celebration, we have some new items for celebration. So this is really exciting. So there's a lot of new $50 items on there. I myself bought another Hive embossing folder because I love it. But there's also the Eden's Garden bundle. So you get the stamp set and the dies if you put in a $100 order, and that's the item that you choose for your celebration item. So that is something to think about. Hi, Lou. Me too, Lisa. It's a cute class. All right, so that is coming up. Let's see. My February orders, if you have an order of $75 or more, and you use my host code, please, you will get a thank you card. Well, you're going to get a thank you card anyway. I always send out thank you cards to my customers for their order for the month. My stomach is growling. So my order for the month, I always send out thank you cards. Well, this month, if you put in an order of $75 or more, I'm going to be giving out a golden ticket in the cards. So what I will be doing is creating my cards, and I will put aside the ones that are under 75 and get those mailed. Everybody else that's over 75, I will put a golden ticket in one of them. The weight will be the same. I will not know which card has it. I will then address them all once they're sealed and I don't know which one it is. And I will address them and send them out to you. And then I want you to send me a picture of you holding the golden ticket. I haven't created the golden ticket yet, but I will, it'll be something light and small, just right inside the card, so you won't miss it. And then I want you to show it to me, and then you will get a $50 shopping spree in my store. So it's like bingo. You will send me whatever your order is. I will pay the first $50, and after that, I will invoice you the rest. I will take a screenshot of your balance and your bill and everything and send it to you with the link. And let's see, what else? And I've never done card bingo. How does it work? Oh, okay, Andrea. So what it does is we're going to create 4 cards and we play 4 bingos. When you register, you're going to give me 5 numbers between 1 and 30. And then on bingo night, I will create the projects. We will do bingo. You will not have your kit yet. So you will just sit back, relax, chat like you are tonight, and watch me create the projects. That way you've seen me do the whole thing. And then you're going to get your kit after that. And then the video will stay live. So if you just search bingo, you'll see I had one, a few weeks ago, and you can see how it works. And then what you do is, as I call your number, then you're going to put a B in the comments and hit enter as fast as you can, because especially when you get to bingo, you want to be the first person. And you will win a $100 shopping spree in my store. And anything over that, of course, I will just PayPal invoice you. And then once you pay that, I put in, I submit your order and it gets shipped directly to you. It's a lot of fun. And so you'll have 4 projects to create. You can go and do them at your leisure anytime you want, because I leave the video up. So I hope that makes sense. All right, let's see. Super fun idea, the golden ticket. Yeah, Lisa, I thought it would be a lot of fun. So what happened was my upline was talking about there was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, a play in her town. And then all of a sudden, she was talking about that there was a candy store next door. And I said, oh, ooh, I should do like a golden ticket kind of thing. And so anyway, thought it was fun. Is it normal bingo or crafty bingo? It's normal bingo, Andrea. I'll just call numbers out between 1 and 30. And then it's in between. So I'll do a card bingo, and it's, 4 of them. So 4 bingos, 4 cards. All right, so let's see. So that's it. We've got the class. Don't forget the join special. I would absolutely love to have you on my team. It's really simple. I know a lot of people, they say, I don't know what took me so long. I don't know why I had to think about it so long. If you want a discount, join. That's how simple it is. If you want to make it more than that, we can. I can help you, make it more than just a discount. So it's totally up to you. You might as well give it a try, and now is the best time because you have until June to get $300 in sales, and then July is your grace period, and then your demonstrator through the end of July, which also includes the brand new catalog. Bingo is $35. So really it's the price of a class. Normally I do between $35 and $40, depends on the class. This one it would be $35 because you're getting 4 projects. So me doing the video and doing the cards and you getting the kits, it's like a class. But then there's bingo for free. So it's just a lot of fun. Finally made it to live. April 7th is my last day of work, and then I will be officially retired. Linda, good for you. That's awesome. I've had so many people join my team because number 1, they're about to retire, or number 2, they just retired and they want something to do. And I told my husband that was kind of my reason to make this more of a business this time, because I was I'm lucky enough to have retired early. And so I wanted to have something to do and something to support my habit, really, right? So anyway, and it keeps me busy. So I'm super happy about that. All right. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome. First time viewer from Cleveland. Well, thank you for watching. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, Linda, I am so excited for you. April 7th. All right, so I have a sneak peek too. Let me show you what is coming up. Online exclusive. So Stampin' Up is going to start offering some online exclusives. So this is not a suite, it's a collection kind of. You're going to get the bundle, which is called Irresistibly, now I have to look at it, Irresistible Blooms. It's a beautiful set and beautiful fonts, and I'll show it to you here in a minute. And then you have a die, so that's a bundle. The DSP is absolutely gorgeous. Then there are some embellishments, and they're the loose frosted dots. And then we have some other paper, which I will, let me grab it really quick because I forgot about that. I pulled everything else over and forgot the paper. All right, so let me just show you everything in person. I know you probably have seen it, but I'm just going to show you quickly here. So we have the Irresistible Blooms. Look at the font and look at those flowers. So pretty. This would be so easy to use pencils, watercolor, anything like that would just be so much fun. And I love, of course, any kind of a grunge. You know how I love that. So that's there. Very nice. The boho blue, Andrea, is going to be a new color. Yes, that is a sneak peek. So let me just show you that again really quickly. That boho blue is going to be a new color. So we don't know if it's a refresh or an in color or what's going to happen, but that will be. And I'm going to show you another color that's coming too, really right here in a minute. So look at that. I love, love, love this stuff here because you can just add that into the back of so much. And of course, I love these leaves. And I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of a card that I did. The paper, I've already used it. So let me find the beginning of the paper so I can show you the full thing because I have already been using the paper. And I think it's right here. Oh, this paper is so pretty. So these are the papers. Okay, so I have to quickly tell you, I did overnight this. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell you gossip. No, it's not gossip. So I overnighted it because anything that's new that comes out, I like to overnight it because I like to play with it and then share it with you guys. Then what happened? Remember on Wednesday, I said that I was going to wait until later to check jury duty to see if I got jury duty because I didn't want to get jury duty. I got jury duty. So Thursday, where do you get the magnets for the dice? Oh, Margie, I'll tell you. Just give me 1 second. So Thursday, I had to go to jury duty, filled out forms like always, got called to a courtroom, sat in the audience because the first 18 were up there, but I was the fourth one going up after the 18. And of course, we went up. So then I was in the front row, which was like the alternate row. And then I got into a seat and then they let me go. Yay! So it was a criminal case. So I was kind of glad I wasn't on that, but I wouldn't mind. I mean, you got to serve, you got to serve. All right. So anyway, so I overnighted this and then I wasn't even home to get it because I was at the courthouse. But anyway, so now I did get to play with it today. So that's this paper. Look how pretty. Ooh. I mean, you could stamp on this paper and look, it's already got the beautiful shades on there. I love this piece. I used that piece today. Ooh, let me do it like this. That way I know where the new pack starts because I have 2 in my little thing. Oh, sorry. My magnet dies. Oh, so these right here are from Stampin' Storage. And below in my description and in my description of my video, there is a link to Stampin' Storage, and I am I am an affiliate. So if you can use my link, that'd be awesome. But they are, I believe they're still 10% off right now. So you might want to check those out. I love them. I've tried everything under the moon, and I finally settled with this because I was like, I'm going to just do it. And I'm so happy I did. Let's see. Oh, good, Melanie. Okay, so this is so pretty. Again, the back side, you can stamp leaves on it. Look how pretty this is. Matches the die. The back side. The dies match the leaves on here. So you guys have probably seen this, so I don't want to take too much of your time. There's a lot of demonstrators have been showing this weekend. Let's see. So, okay, it doesn't show on that one. Let me see. Let me see if it does go on this one. Okay, these are a little bit smaller, so I'm going to hold those off. It's going to be on the next one we see. All right, so there's that. Look at those. So here is this. Woohoo! Let's see. There we go. So we have our flower. Oh, let's check that one. I honestly haven't even checked these yet. I did make a card today, but I didn't. Yep, there you go. So this one. Oh, and then you have this little guy right here. So that also matches up. All right. Oh, good, Connie. I tried to order the Hellos this fall onto one and couldn't get it. I'm a demonstrator. Should I try again? Bonnie, you should. Yeah, you should have been able to get it. Yep. All right, so that's this paper, and then here's the back. So pretty. Now this one, this is where the larger, you can tell these are a little bit larger, these leaves. So here's this one. Here's, oh, that one's kind of close. Here's this one. And again, this little tiny one too. Okay, so those leaves. And then the back side. Okay, oops. Hello, hello. Look how pretty that is. This would be a pretty ocean-y theme too, I think. And now we've got a little bit of print on that. Nice. Leaves again. This one, they don't line up because they're all kind of like a jungle kind of look here. And it looks like watercolor or with little splatters on it. Look how pretty that is. That would make a really great ocean set scene too. Oh, Debbie, it does. Deborah does remind me of a sherbet, and I was thinking of the ice cream set. I did, because I'm always trying to think of other stuff. That's the same kind of dye. Print, is that dye? Hi, Gloria. Again, your dyes will match this one. Look at that pretty color. And that one has like a lattice on the back. And then this one. And again, these are the smaller leaves, so they won't match up. And then these will. So they've got some different colors. Oh, isn't that pretty? And some prints and a lot of fun colors just on the reverse side to use. You know, you can stamp on and use those dies. So there we go. I'm going to push this in the back because the used one is in the front. And then I always take my paper here and I put it in the back. Somebody had asked me, they messaged me earlier, and I don't have your name in front of me at the very moment, but you had asked about my bow video, and I put a link below. So if you're watching now, I did put a link below for you. So, and I think I'll just leave it there. Oops. For you. All right, here we go. I don't like my dies to go over each other. All right, so let me show you my card, and this card I will make on, oh, we're not done. Hold on. So we also get a classic letter. The alphabet is coming up. For customers, it'll be available on March 1st. Your 3 embossing folders. Okay, so let me get a piece of paper here. So here is polka dots. Here is like hash marks. It looks like a tweed, but it's kind of not. It's just kind of like hash marks, which is really cool looking. And then this one looks like little stars on top of like a design. So those are 3 embossing folders, are all in one package. So you can get 3 of them. And then the last thing, oh wait, not last thing. So this goes with that irresistible blooms, and they're dots. See if I can open them without them going all over. So they're flat on the bottom, and that's where you see like the yellow shiny. But when you turn them over, they're frosted. They're really, really pretty. And I'll show you them on my card so you can kind of get a better look at them. What are you showing? Because Gloria right now, this is called, hi Donna, what is the height of the alphabet letters? So this is called an online exclusive, and it is going to be available March 1st for customers, and they're available for demonstrators now. All right, the height is 1 inch. So 1 inch, and like the H here is just a tad, like not even like a 1/16 over a 1 inch. So it's probably like 1 and 1/16. And then they've got some leaves on here. And then this one, it's got like, you know, the leaves, different branches going all different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if I counted that one. 9 or 10 of them. So it's really cool. See how they are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of them. But see how they all like kind of go different ways? I think it would be a really fun monogram set, or, you know, to play with that. So, and then one of the colors coming in that you'll notice in this DSP is Pretty Peacock is coming back. I'm so excited because I love it. Yes, Melanie, you're right. I have like 4 packs of this because I loved it when it was here. So I'm super happy that it's coming back. All right, so that's enough for the, oh no, one more thing for sneak peek. This one's called Naturally Gilded. And so you get like the ivory or vanilla color with gold. You get 2 of each. They're just white on the back. It's specialty paper. You get white with silver. Now this one has, let me just show you. This one has more of a dainty flower, kind of a wildflower look. This one is a little, it's got wildflowers, but I think it could also look like maybe like a tree, like a foresty, because they've got a lot of the larger stems there. But so there's that. And then we have copper. So gold, silver, and copper. And the silver and the copper are on white. Okay, and you get 2 of each of those. Yes, soft sea foam. Yes, it is a new color. Thank you, Tashana. Let's see, pretty peacock. Thank you. What order number for the pretty? You know what, Nancy? That is an old cardstock. It's probably going to be a new number because it's not available right now to us. I just happen to have it, so I wanted to show it to you guys. But it is not. I'm sure they're going to give it a new number, and I will definitely post it when it's available. Okay, so a sneak peek of Wednesday's card is going to be this card. I just did this card today, and it opens like this. I wanted to do something just a little bit different, and so this is new product. And here are the gems. See, they kind of reflect different colors. Like this one is a little more of like a clearer color than this one. This one's more pink. And then this one's a little whiter, kind of like this one is. These are a little more pink. And then that one's a little more yellow. It's actually pink, but it kind of looks yellow in person in a certain light. And then the die, it actually cuts a circle in a piece of paper, but you can just trim your circles to, you know, like there's like 4 or 5 edges. You just cut those and trim them up, and then you have yourself your little circle. And then I just cut it in half. So I'll show you guys on Wednesday how I did this card. Okay? Now let's get down to business. So this is the card. Again, if you just joined in a little bit later, my inspiration was a cup I just ordered. And I just absolutely love these cups. And as soon as I saw this, I knew I had to have it. And so when I saw it, I was like, ooh, I need to use those colors on a card. So that is when I decided to do this. Now, I have to say, there is pretty peacock color on here, kind of. Very, very close. It's a little more blue, where Pretty Peacock is a little more green, but it would have been great on this card. So I might have to redo some. So I'm going to get busy and show you what I did. All right, so there's a lot of product in this card. First and foremost, the stamp set I was asking for everybody to come up with when I showed my picture of all my cardstock was Love for You. I just absolutely love the example in the catalog, which is one of the ones I already recreated because I changed it up just a tad. And I loved it. And so I wanted to use that again. I love the two-tone. I love how it just gives so much more depth to the image, but they're so easy. So this is the set we're going to use. And I used the Pain Weave embossing folder for my Mango Melody. You get the cup from Amazon. No, Jody, it's called Swig. It's from a company called Swig, S-W-I-G. I don't want to spill my tea, but it's S-W-I-G. I love the cold ones, and I bought a warm one in the winter, and I had hot chocolate in it, and the first time I was sold, it stayed so hot, like so, I had to take the lid off because it was so hot for so long, and I couldn't drink it. Forever Fern, we're going to use this one right here. Lighting the Way, you're never going to guess how we're going to use that. I'll show you that in a little bit. These little flowers, so gosh, my drink is okay. So I gotta hold it at a weird angle, but these little flowers right here, there isn't anything like that in the stamp set. So I was like, what am I gonna do? So I found these. Does anybody know where I found these little flowers? Any guesses? I know you guys are a little bit behind me, so I'm hoping somebody will shout it out. But it was the hydrangea set. So see these right here? These are all individual little flowers. So when you put them in, they come out like this, just little tiny white flowers. So that is where I used that from. The thanks, of course, comes from Amazing Thanks, and I used just the smaller, thinner die. And then what did I use this for? Oh, Queen Bee. I'll show you that in a minute. I used this little flower because I messed up. So I'll tell you what I did when I get there. And then I used, because on my paper on the inside, I don't have a stamp for this. So I chose the two-tone floral and this one. See this one here? You know why? Because I messed up. And I'll show you what I did. But I had to get some petal pink in there to go with the front, right? So I'll show you what I did wrong on my second half of my cards, and it turned out fine, but it is on the I'll show you when I get there what I messed up on. It was a good fix I did, so I'll show you how to do that. All right, so let's get to our card. So much to share today with all the news, right? All right, so I'm going to put out my sizes here. So this is the top panel. Hopefully you can see it. So the gold is 3 by 3 3/8. Then the evening evergreen is 2 3/4 by 3 1/8. And then the white piece we're going to stamp on is 2 5/8 by 3. So they're going to all layer up. We'll do that in just a minute. Okay. And then on the front, we have the gold, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And the Mango Melody, which I've already embossed, is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So this is the front of the card. And then, of course, on the inside, same thing. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 and 4 by 5 1/4. And then this one, oop, I didn't write on here. This one is 4 by 3/4. Okay, well, 3/4 by 4. Yep. All right, so this is the DSP I created. And what I did is, because I did so many cards, I did a full sheet and I just stamped a bunch of things on it. But what happened is I messed up this because I did the larger part in Flirty Flamingo, and I'll go over the colors as we go. But so then I had to do the inside also in Flirty Flamingo, and so I didn't have any pale pink on there, and that's where, or the petal pink, so that's where I came up with that little flower. So let's go ahead. So this is gonna go just like this. Okay, I wanted the gold to be a little bit more, which to show, and then the white is just shows the green a little bit. Makes sense? So I made the measurements just a little bit different, but we're gonna work on that one. We're gonna go ahead and put these aside. And let's go ahead and do our card base really quick. And so, like I said, I did a full sheet. I just cut it by, 4, and then just did 3/4 inches and made a bunch of them. But I had to do 2 sheets, and that's where I messed up and forgot my other color. But that's okay. And so we're going to add our bottom down here again, 3 1/4 by 4. And then we're going to add our piece right here. So I'm going to bring in our little, and what I do is these are just extra long pieces. When I cut my other pieces off, I keep them. And we're just going to add that on here. And then I just put like a little nail print right there. That way I know to hold it, turn it over and hold it right here. Okay. So I know that the other part's going to be cut off. All right, so that's going to go there. And then again, I took my gold, just a little strip. That's going to go here. And again, I put my little nail print there, or whatever works for you. Just so you know, I don't want extra glue all over the place. So, and then I'm just going to lay that there. And that. Okay. And then I'm just going to cut this over the trash can. All right. All right, so there's the inside. Let's go ahead and add that. And I'll put the measurements on the blog, so don't worry about that. Oh, I'm going to tell you something about the blog too. Let me just remind myself, because I will forget, and I'll tell you that at the end. All right, so I just kind of hold on the middle on both sides so I have some wiggle room. Okay, so there's that. You guys know I like to do the inside so I don't accidentally start stamping or writing notes on this nice white piece that I already know is the perfect size that I want. Right now, because it's 4 1/8 and it's just 1/8 off, what I like to do is start at the bottom and I put my hands right here so this doesn't stick, and I just kind of wiggle it. See, now I can have all this room because I'm holding it up, and I just slide it all the way down. Get it right where I want it, and then make sure that I have a nice even space, because if I do over here, I will over here, right? And then, I don't even think I scored this one. Okay, so that is good over there. And see how close it is? Close. Because I probably scored, see how it sticks up a little bit? I probably didn't. I mean, because it's so close to the edge there, but it'll weigh it down once you put your front stuff on. All right. So let's pull in our small grid sheets. I love having this underneath. And we are going to get started. So we are going to start with our Forever Fern piece. And I have this sticking off the edge for a reason, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in Evening Evergreen. So here are the colors I should share. There's a lot of colors. All right, so we're going to use Flirty Flamingo and Petal Pink together. We're going to use Calypso Coral.
You want to call Mom?
Oh, Alexa, off. That was weird. Calypso Coral and Mango Melody. That was really weird because it said you want to call Mom, right? And my mom, of course, is not going to answer the phone. I can tell you that. That was weird. Okay, Evening Evergreen and Soft Succulent are together. Mint Macarons by itself, Early Espresso, and Poppy Parade are all by themselves, okay? So we'll go through that in just a second. But let's start with Evening Evergreen for right now. And what I do is I'm going to pull this down, and it kind of sticks to the side, but I'm going to hold it with my thumb. I don't want these long strings, just, you know, the stems sticking out everywhere. So I'm going to hold that down like this, and I'm going to stamp down here on the edge so that I can get all the way there, but not that long stem. And I'm actually going to kind of stamp off anyway, but not all inward. I want to kind of make it a little, you know, greenery here and there. But if you did them all from each corner, they're all going inward, and you don't want that. So let's do this, and then I'm going to come over here and do a little of that. Now, it makes a bigger difference actually holding this down when you do your larger page, when you're doing the strips for the bottom. So that way this is on the small piece, you really, you know, can't see that big of a difference. You can't see the stems. I just did another big piece, that's why I have that in my mind. But doing this, you just want to kind of fill up your background. I wanted a little bit more green. All right, so there is that. So we can set this aside. All right, now we're going to do some coloring for our flowers. So we are going to bring in our, I'm going to do the larger ones first. So let's do the Calypso Coral. So when you bring in your flowers, let's see, where did my stamp set go? Right here. So Stampin' Up! Is really good about, if you're not sure what something is or what it goes with, if you look at the case, these two go together, these two go, these two, and these two. So any stamp set that you can see, they pretty much go together. So even on this one, when you do the glow for your firefly, this one goes here, this one goes with this one, and this one goes, you know, small, medium, and large. So it kind of goes, you know, with each other. So let's go with our dark one, our dark first. So that, not the bold stamp, that's going to be the color on the outside, but I want the darker color. So I'm just going to stamp, I need 2 of them. All right, so we're going to stamp 2 of those. All right, and now we're going to go with our mango. Oh, you know what? I forgot to, oh, here it is right here. Our mango, I don't know if I told you this color, but Mango Melody. And I don't stamp it off. And if you look at it, there's a point right here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to just bring you guys in. All right, so there's a point right here, and you want this right here to be the point, and these larger petals are going to go over the larger part here, right? So let's, I'm going to stamp this off once. I think I got so much ink on it. All right, I like going in the middle because I like getting the lighter. Okay, now my head's probably going to get in the way. So at the top, that goes right inside the V. And then you just want to make sure that the I don't know what you're going to call those, the darker part of the flower goes inside, the veins or whatever, go inside the petals, right? So we're going to go light again. I'm trying to not stick my head in, so it might not be exactly, but there you go. So those are our 2 for that. All right, now we're going to pull in our smaller flower. We need 2 of those. And we're going to use Fleur de Flamingo and Petal Pink. So Fleur de Flamingo first. Again, not the solid image here, but we're going to go with this one first for the darker color. And then you can see there's like a V. 2 of the petals just kind of go like that. And that's on the bottom, which is what this one I'm going to use the bottom also. So let's get that. We'll get 2 of those. Okay, so we have 2 of those. Let me pull out another baby wipe here. All right, now we're going to use the Petal Pink. Oh, thanks, Debbie. Well, hopefully that's what my classes are like, so you guys can watch the video that I record and I explain it as you go, and it's helpful. Okay, don't stamp off either of the flowers, especially the Petal Pink, because then it's so light. And I wanted it to be bold like my cup, so that's why I decided. Same thing, you've got this V at the bottom that you're going to put there, and then just make sure that your stamp, I don't know what you call these, the veins, I guess we'll call them, are inside your petals. Okay, so your darker color is inside your petal. I'm really trying to do it without sticking my head in the way. So I look right here, and then I look at this big one here, and just right here, make sure that this is, because this could be right, but you could have, you know, it turned and it's going to be a mess. So just kind of watch that. All right, so there are our flowers. And now you've got this little tiny little image right there. And because my cup is more earthy tone, and it looks, there's browns on it, that's where the early espresso comes in. Okay, the top part looks a little more rounded, so I just went ahead, let's fix that. There we go. And you're going to go down a little farther than you think, because when I first was doing it, I was way too, now I've got a glare on my block and I can't see, but you get the idea. Okay, so there's our flowers. My grandson wanted to do one, so somebody's going to get one, and the little brown is like over here, because he was like, tut, tut. So that's going to be the special card. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to pull in our leaves. And the cup has, which to me look like mint macaron, so I'm going to do that. But because I didn't have, or I wasn't going to use it because I wasn't sure. I guess I could have, because I'm just doing these on the, you know, for no reason. But for thank you cards for customers. But I didn't use the Pretty Peacock, but I used Evening Evergreen. So we'll do that first for the dark. Hi, Nick. How are you? All right, so we're going to do our leaves, and we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of the dark leaves. So there's 1. You just got to make sure you can stamp around it. 2, 3, and you want to make sure you can die cut it. 4, so there's that. And then we're going to bring in this color, which is our soft succulent. Oh, we're not going to need that or this. All right, so now we have soft succulent. This one you will stamp off. Okay, so just stamp that one off, because otherwise it's way dark. Okay, so we're going to do 4 of these. And I just stamp off quickly, because you want to make sure you keep some color, right, to put on your leaves, because otherwise it will be really light and you won't get it on there. So let's do that. And now we're going to bring in that same stamp, and we're going to use the mint macaron. All right, so now we have mint macaron. 1, we need 3. 2, 3. And then the dark one, we're going to do mint macaron again, and we're going to stamp off. 1, 2. Now, does anybody know what we're going to be using one of these circles for? Okay, so there's our flowers. Does anybody know? Aw, Nick, you're special. I am doing fantastic. I am having a fun weekend, getting everything ready for my bingo and my class. All right, so we have that. Okay, now we're gonna come out. You really don't need to be that close, and I want to be able to show you. So for this, we have our flowers. And these flowers Well, we don't need that many. 1, 2, 3. I'll do 6 because I'm not sure how many I'm going to use. All right, so we have 6 of our little flowers. And this again is from the hydrangea die. No stamping needed, but I'm going to, no hydrangea stamping, I should say. We are going to lay these out. And I was thinking, what is the fastest way to color these the way I want them? So what we're going to do is I took the largest circle and I'm going to put it on a block. Okay, we're going to bring in our Poppy Parade. And we are going to stamp our flowers. So I just stamped them and then I would take them off. Whoops. Because these flowers have little white lines in them. See them? And there's no way I'm going to sit here and try and color those with a marker. They're so tiny. You could do paper ahead of time, but then you're not going to get those pretty white lines in there and add detail because your die is going to give you that those little white lines in there. So you definitely want to do that. Thank you guys so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate it very much. It helps my channel and lets me know that I'm on the right track. This is something you like to see. Sometimes, you know, there's a lot of, it's hard to make everybody happy, I have to say. Some people want to see start to end how you die cut and how you know, cut your paper and all that. But then for me, I think most people know how to do that. And so I like to do a lot more of the technical part of it because I tend to be more of a technical stamper. And so that's what I like to teach. And so hopefully you guys are good with that. But I am always up for people letting me know what they like and what, oh, look what I just did. Luckily, they're all on my lap. Oh, goodness. Okay, so the next thing I do is I bring in my foam mat. And whatever tool you have, your score tool works great also. I just lay them on here, all spread out. And then I just poke my tool. So if you have a scoring tool, whatever you have, some people have those tools that, you know, do that. I mean, I've even done it with the end of a pen. Like if you have a pen, whatever you have, whatever works. I've even done it with my my tool. So just put it in your hand. If you're going to do a lot, don't do your hand because I bruised my hand like that. Take your score tool and just kind of your bone folder and just kind of do like a little crisscross. You just want to add a little bit of body to them. You don't want them flat. Okay, so there's that. All right, so that is what we used our little dot for. You could have tried using something else, but I wanted something round and fast. All right, and then, ta-da! Okay, so woohoo, die cut's done. All right, and plus other whatever was in my bucket. An embellishment. All right, and then I, of course, used the amazing thanks to die cut out from our shimmer, fine shimmer paper. I used this thinner die right there. Okay, so there is our thanks. And then I had some red flowers in here already, but that's okay. So I added a leaf on each of these. I'm going to do it right here with this one. So one of them I put the small point up, okay? The other one I took the longest leaf and put it up because they're going to go on different angles of our paper. So let's do that without sticking me with the pen. Okay, so we're going to put that one right here. And then we're going to take another leaf And I want it to go upward a little bit. No, I want this one to go down. So that one's a little up. This one I'm going to go down a little bit. So we're going to just add a little bit of glue. You don't need a lot because you're going to be adding embellishments. I mean, dimensionals. All right, so, and I'll wipe that glue off. I want it to go down. Okay. All right, so there's that. Let's add our dimensionals on here. I'm going to do one in the middle. Oh, and I did the small ones. And we're just going to put one here and one here. So we're going to let that dry. Then we're going to do, oh, I already did them. I did a small one and I put the mint macaron. And then I did 2 of them. Okay, so one has 1. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Nola, your scoreboard. Did I not say scoreboard? That's what I meant. Your stylus on there works perfect. Okay, so then I just have some extras here. So I have one, well, I have these flowers over here. So this is all extra. 2 of the gold with the evening evergreen leaves, and then 2 of the, and one of them has the point up, one of them has the little petal up. Okay. And then we have these guys here. So let's bring this in. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take the one with the little petal. We're going to take this. I'll just use, I'll use this for my dimensionals. We're going to take this one and just kind of put it right here in the corner. Okay, and then we're going to take this large one and this one is going to go this way. So you can tell, you're like, well, wait a minute, this little thing's got the leaves really close to it. So we're going to do it this way. And this one is going to go like this. And if it goes over a little bit, that's okay on the edges, because remember, we're going to have our other panels behind this, okay? And you could put the panels together. In fact, why don't we do that so that it's easier to put my glue on there. And again, the measurements will be on my blog. I'm just going to use glue this time. The measurements, I'll have them on my blog. So let's put this on here. Okay. And then let's go ahead. We're going to use glue instead of our tape runner just because I've already put adhesive. Put some flowers on here. We just want to make sure. Okay, so there's that. All right, so your pink one here with 2 leaves on it. All right, wait, who's moving to France? Moving to France? You're moving to France, Inique? Is that who's going to France? All right, we're going to just lay this one right here in this corner. And then this one, we're going to put right here. So see, it just kind of fills in. And now you're like, oh, where's everything going to go? Now we're going to put one right here. And this is where your tweezers come in handy. So grab your little flowers. I'm just going to set that there and then push it down in the glue. See, it's easier too. I do it this way a lot. I just add it to the bottom. Because then I kind of like, where do I want it? So I want one right here. So I'm just filling in the spots now. So you guys, you can tell by the colors on my cup that, and like I've said before, you know, I see stuff on like my sign language teacher, when she had a dress on, the colors, I was like, oh my gosh. So I wrote down the colors that I thought would best represent her outfit, because I just love the colors together. And that's when you're, you know, you're just kind of a little crazy, but that was a lot of fun. So I do that a lot. I'll see stuff or see colors. And all right, so I'm going to add another one down here because the word's going to go across. It might cover that one up. You could also add your word first if you wanted to. But I moved flowers after I put the word on if it wasn't in the right spot. But it's okay. So I do the word last. I'm just going to do the 5. I don't need this last one. Now I'm going to do the word. So what I do is I take my word and kind of figure out where I want it. So this one's definitely going to be covered up. So I'll probably move it. This one's here. This one's here. I'm going to move this one right there. And just move my glue right off of there. Okay. All right. And we can add another one later if we want to. So let's do our word. So what I do is I just kind of lay it. I know that there's going to be a gem there, and there's going to be a gem right there. So I'm going to do it kind of, we can add the large gems. Let's just add our gems, because I do the gems before I do that anyway. Where did I put them? Okay, so we want to use the champagne gems. I use the larger ones on the large flowers. And yeah, you probably don't need to stamp your brown there because you put the gems on after, but I do anyway. Are you going to be near Paris at all? Because I will be there. I'm going in May. How fun. That's awesome. Being near your family is so important. All right, let's see. All right. So I'm just going to put them on all of them. So I did the littlest ones on the smaller flowers. Oops, hello. And then the red flowers, I just filled them up. I just kind of filled in space. All right. We're probably going to put another one here somewhere, but I don't know for sure. The easiest for me was to hold the top of the N, and I made sure I held it with my right hand because this is where I need to kind of put it. Thank you to Shauna. I'll talk to you later. So I want to keep my hand on the right side and kind of, you know, angle it. So if you do it like this and then you put it on, it's upside down. So, so then I'm going to do this. I'm going to kind of get an idea. I don't want the K to cover the gem, so it's going to be a little angled like that. So the bottom of the T, pretty much to the loop of the H, and I just kind of go across the A, the bottom of the N right here, the K, and the S. So we're going to just kind of, and I put glue on the T, and I'll tell you why. It could just be my thought, but I think it weighs it down a little bit, so it keeps that T kind of laying down. So, and the glue dries, so if it doesn't attach to anything, I'm not that concerned about it. But I do want to make sure my bottom of my N right there, and my K, and my S. Okay, so it's gonna, you don't have to put a whole lot. All right, but I like to put a little bit of everything on there. All right, so we're gonna lay this here. I'm gonna let go of this and just kind of, hello, lay that down. That, even though that tiny bit of N right there is fine, I just want to make sure it's glued, and that S. Okay, and then that T. So just kind of lay it down, make sure everything's attached. All right, and now we're going to need dimensionals on this. I want one in the middle, of course. All right, so let's look at it. See, I think it could use another flower. So let's look at it and see what we think. So I would take another flower. You could put one up here if you wanted, or you can put one like right in here. Because this hole right here doesn't have any in it. It doesn't have to, but let's see. I'm going to put it up here. I just don't want this one to be the only one over here. I kind of want it filled up with flowers. Good night, Terry. Thanks for coming. Thank you, Inique. I appreciate it. Yeah, thumbs up, you guys. Anytime you watch somebody's video, it's just so appreciated because, you know, that's how we get paid from YouTube, is the likes, the comments, you know, things like that. So I really, really do appreciate that very much. All right. I'm going to do liquid because it's on the gold. And so I like to, let's see if I have my large one over here. And especially embossing folder. All right. So let's put this on. It's so pretty and shimmery in person. I wish you guys, I mean, I can see in the camera, it just doesn't do it justice. Thank you, Gloria. All right, so there we go. Let's bring our card in. Again, we did the inside. I did a full sheet and I just did the same flowers and just kind of, obviously this one missed the red, but it's probably because it was just around it in a different, you know, pattern when I did my strips, but that's okay. Then we're going to go ahead and glue this down. And the back of this is kind of slick because it's that specialty paper, so I'm just going to use liquid. And when I use liquid, I try not to use like a big thick amount. And the top is not dry yet, so I want to make sure I get that dry. Again, this is 4 1/8. My card is not even here. There we go. All right, so there we go. And now we're going to take these off. All right, there we go. And just put the panel on there and see, it kind of gives the same idea, right? I think if I would have used the Pretty Peacock, it really would have made it match a little bit better. And then I think this is a little more yellow, like right here is a little more mango. And I did this by viewing it when I purchased it. I was trying to do it from seeing it online. And when I got it, I was like, oh, that looks more Pretty Peacock, but that's okay. So there we go. So the gold really does give it a pretty glimmer, but it's so hard to see on here. But I wish you could see it better. I'm trying to get that gold to sparkle, but the gold is just really, really pretty. So I thought it was a really fun. Now, the first one I did, the very first one I did said love you. So you can use the love you from the same stamp set and the same die, which is the love for you. If I can pick it up. There you go. So it has, remember, it has these thinner love you. I see the word love and you right there. So you could do it like that and just make it into a, you know, Valentine's Day card. Change the colors up. That's what I really liked about this, is you can change the colors and make it look, you know, completely different than. So there's the two different styles. The thanks is a little thicker. You can see it a little bit better, but the love you is kind of fun because it's in there. And so pretty. And then there's a lot of rhinestones on there, but you know, you gotta have that. Thanks, you guys. Oh, good. I'm glad, Nancy Lee. Oh, you are so welcome. So sometimes when you're looking at colors on different things, you're like, ooh, that would be really pretty. And it sure would. So write your colors down, whatever you think is closest to it. Take a picture of it. The other thing is, think outside the box. Pull out your other stamp sets. If it's like those little flowers, I was like, what can I stamp those with? And when I saw this, I was like, oh, I could use that circle. And it's small. They have the bigger ones in different, you know, sets I could have used. You're right, Betty. It sure does. Yeah, this is a great set, you guys. Thanks, Kathy. Oh, you guys, let's see. Who else is having? Shirley is having a sound too. I'm looking back. Does anybody else hear a high ringing sound in the background? I hear it on Marcie's videos. You know, like I said, Shirley, is somebody else said that on the last video, like 2 people, but a lot of people said they don't hear it. And I didn't hear it when I listened back to the video either. So I don't know if it's, I don't know. Somebody else went out and came back in and it was fine too, I think. So Margie has sound too. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Wow, I need to make in case that card too. Oh, good, Debbie. It's a great set. Oh, thank you, Judy. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Brenda. Right, Lisa? Oh, thanks. I'm glad you guys don't hear anything. Oh, you are so welcome. So you can hear it on your iPhone. Somebody else said they could hear it on their iPhone, but not their TV. So it just must be a weird connection. Oh, Deborah, you hear it too? Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not sure. Is it? I'm hoping that it's just on the phone. The set I used was, the main set is Love for You. Was the main set. The little flowers that I used, the little red flowers, I used the hydrangea little tiny flowers. And that's the little Poppy Parade flowers that are on there. And they've got little white lines in them in the die, and so when I colored them, you still can see those. You do, Susan. Yeah, I have nothing else in here on except my light. That's it, and my can lights. But I always have those things on. Oh, please do case it. Oh, good. I'm glad the sound works good for you guys. Well, thank you guys for your feedback. Hopefully, I'm not sure about the sound. Sorry. Oh, the other one I used is I used in the background. is I used the Forever Fern just to fill up some space, and I used this one right here. So just to fill up space in the background, I stamped that first before I popped everything else on. Oh, good, Debbie, thank you. It was the same way on Wednesday. Yeah, that's what somebody was saying. Oh, is that what it sounded like? Aw. Well, Inique, you don't have to have those little flowers on there. They just kind of filled in the space, but you could put your sequins there instead, or find another little flower maybe to put on there. Oh, you know what? Maybe if you tie in the colors with the little flowers, like we have a couple of embellishments, either the gold and coppery ones or the little colored, the blue and the purple ones, maybe those. Well, I didn't get I didn't see an answer. Are you going to be near Paris anywhere? And will you be there by May? If you're packing now, I'm hoping. And then maybe we can meet up. That would be fun. Yeah, I would just use any other little flower that you have. Okay, so again, bingo. I think the deadline is the 9th or the 10th on bingo. So that guarantees you a kit. So if you do the 9th or 10th, that will guarantee you a kit. I make so many kits, and that's about the day that I decide, okay, I need X amount of kits. And then once I make those kits, sometimes I make just a few extra. It just depends. Oh, you won't be near Paris. Oh, well, darn. We are going on our incentive trip out of London, out of the UK, to go to Norway. And so we're going to go early, and we're going to go to Ireland and Paris, and then back to London for a few days in each place before we go on our cruise. And then when our cruise comes back, we are jetting to the airport and leaving that afternoon. So I didn't want to be tired. I can relax on the cruise, but to run around and see all these different places, we're going to do it when we get there. Now, that's hoping that our plane doesn't have issues and layovers and all that good stuff. So we'll see. All right, everybody. Again, that was bingo, and then the February class. Links are listed below. Somebody did ask me about my bow tying video. There's a link below for that. You asked about the plastic pouches for my dies and my magnets, and those are below too. It's Stampin' Storage, and I would appreciate if you use my link because I am an affiliate. Jealous sounds like a good time, Marcie. Yeah, I'm super excited, Lisa. I do have to say, I thank my customers so much. And even those that do my classes, my bingo, that makes me purchase more for that. And this all helps me earn my trip. And right now I'm super excited to, try and earn my trip. There's a lot of people out there that have earned their trip already, but of course they're much bigger demonstrators than I am. I've been doing it actually this month. I joined during celebration, and it's been 3 years. And so this will be the second trip I've earned. So I'm really, this would be my third trip. If I get the next trip, it'll be my third trip. So I'm super excited about it. So I'm working on it. So a lot of people ask me, how can we help you? I'm a demo though. Any help is bingo, classes, even, watching my YouTube is just hopefully inspires people and other people, and I get customers and all that good stuff. So I want to thank everybody for helping me. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome, Margie. Good night, Betty. Hopefully the thunder is done for the night here. All right, everybody, have a fantastic week. I will create this card on Wednesday. This is our new set, and so available for customers March 1st. and I will create with it because demos can order it now. And I will create this card, maybe another card, but this card probably on Wednesday. I'll see you then, you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you Wednesday.